Good day, everyone. This is Jenny's Fashion Channel. Thanks to all my amazing fans and subscribers. This channel is all about leveling up on your fashion designing skill. And today, I'm going to teach you two different ways of cutting a basic sleeve. So if it is what you are all about, you are definitely at the right place. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, now will be a very good time for you to smash on the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload a new video. Without further ado, let's jump right in, shall we? The first thing is to draw a line as my baseline, which will also serve as my shoulder line. Then the next thing is to get my cap height, and it's usually about 4.5 inches to 5 inches. I'm going to work with 4.5 inches, so I'm going to come down from the shoulder line by 4.5 inches. I'm going to mark it and I'm going to draw the line. Then I'm going to come down by 8 inches for the length of the sleeve, though this purely depends on you. Then I'm going to add 1.5 inches for hemming allowance. I'm going to mark and I'm going to draw the lines. Then on the shoulder line, I'm going to go out by 4 inches. I will mark it. Then from that point, I'm going to get the midpoint of this my shoulder line and the cap height line, okay? I will mark it. Then on this line, I'm going to take my bust measurement divide by 6 plus 1.5 inches. Mine is about 8 inches. I will mark it. Then I'm going to connect these 3 points like so. Then I'm going to add 1.5 inches for joining allowance. You can use 1 inch. Then on this my full sleeve length, I'm going to take my round arm measurement divide by 2, okay? And I will add 1.5 inches for joining allowance. I will mark it and I'm going to mark the same thing on the hemming allowance line. Then I'm going to connect my markings to serve as a guide for cutting. You know, in drafting your basic bodies, the front part armhole curve and the back part armhole curve are always different, and that is going to reflect on the sleeve. But I will first cut before showing you how I'll go about that. So follow me closely. Let's cut. So guys, that's it. I will go ahead and notch the midpoint to demarcate the front part and the back side, okay? So I'm going to open up my pattern paper like so, okay? So this part is the part that we'll assume as the front part, okay? Then on this right part of the sleeve, I'm going to measure the sleeve curve, okay? And I have about 9.5 inches there, excluding 1.5 inches for joining allowance, okay? So I'm going to get the midpoint of that 9.5 inches. I will mark it. Then from that midpoint, I'm going to go down by half an inch. I will mark it. Then from that point, I'm going to go in by half an inch. I will mark it and I'm going to connect this way. So guys, that's a side. I will now go ahead and cut it out. So guys, that's a side. And this is going to be the front part of the sleeve, okay? Then moving into the second part of drafting your basic sleeve. I'll be drafting the back side of the sleeve and the front side of the sleeve separately. So I'm going to draw a line at the center of the paper to demarcate the two sides like so. The first thing is to draw a line as my baseline, which will serve as my shoulder line. I'll go ahead and label this the back side of the sleeve and this the front side of the sleeve. The next thing is to get the bicep line. The bicep line is the largest part of your upper arm. That's the muscle part of your upper arm. And my own is 7 inches from the shoulder. I'll mark it. I'll mark the same thing on the front side of the sleeve. Then I will draw the line like so. The next thing is to get my sleeve length. And I'm using 9 inches for my sleeve length, though this purely depends on you. So I will come down from my shoulder by 9 inches. I will mark it and add 1.5 inches for my hemming allowance. You can use 1 inch. I will mark it. I will mark the same thing on the front side of the sleeve, and I will draw the lines like so. I'll go ahead and take the horizontal measurement. For the bicep line, the measurement I'm working with is 13 inches, okay? So I'm going to divide it by 2. It will give me 6.5 inches. I will mark it. I'll mark the same thing on the front side of the sleeve. Then on the full sleeve length, the measurement I'm working with there is 12 inches. So I'm going to divide it by 2. It will give me 6 inches. I will mark it and mark the same thing on the hemming allowance line. I'll go ahead and connect my markings like so. I will replicate the same thing on the front side of the sleeve. I'll go ahead and connect my bicep measurement point to the base line. That's to the shoulder line like so. I will do the same thing on the front side of the sleeve. Please guys, I need you to pay attention here so you're not going to miss out in anything. On this back side of the sleeve, I'm going to break this line into 3 segments, okay? So I will first take the line measurement, and after measuring the line, I got about 9 inches. So I'm going to divide the 9 by 3. It will give me 3 inches. So each segment will take 3 inches. Are we on the same page? On this last segmented part, on this very one, I'm going to get the midpoint of it. That's, I'm going to divide it by 2. And we have 3 inches there. Divide by 2, 1.5 inches. So I will mark it there. And from that point, I'm going to go in by half an inch like so. Then on this first segmented point, I'm going to go up by 0.75 inch like so. Then I will go ahead and connect all these points like so. So this is just it for the back side of the sleeve. Then for the front side of the sleeve, we are going to break this line into 4 segments. And I have 9 inches on that line. So I'm going to divide it by 4. It will give me 2.25 inches. So each segment will be 2.25 inches. Are we on the same page? Then on this last segmented point, I'm going to go in by half an inch. Then on the first segmented point, I'm going to go up by 0.75 inch. I will mark it. I'll go ahead and connect the points like so. So guys, this is all for drafting. I'll go ahead and add my seam allowance. On this sleeve cuff part, I'll be adding half an inch joining allowance. And I'll be using 1 inch for joining allowance on this side. You can use 1.5 inches. Then I will connect all the markings like so. So guys, this is it. I will now go ahead and cut. So guys, this is it. And this is all I have for you for today. If you find this tutorial helpful, please subscribe, comment, like and share. See you in my next video. Bye.